Today I'm continuing my series of weird and slightly unhinged burgers with the ultimate McDonald's and Domino's crossover. I'll be making a Big Mac entirely from pizza ingredients. I even have a secret ingredient to make sure that this has that unmistakable Domino's flavor. Let's get snacking. I'm going to start by making some pizza dough, so I'm dissolving a little bit of sugar in some warm water. My plan here is to swap out the 3 normal layers of Big Mac bun with 3 individual mini cheese pizzas. That should give us the size, structure and shape of a Big Mac, but the unmistakable flavor and texture of pizza. And as a base, that should get this pizza burger off to a really good start. Here I'm adding some dry yeast to our warm sugar water mixture, and then we'll leave that aside for 15 minutes while the yeast rehydrates and starts to become active. And while that's happening, I'm going to measure out some 00 pizza flour. Well, I say measure out. I don't actually know exactly how much dough I'm going to need for this, so I'm not following a recipe for this, I'm just kind of doing it by feel. I'm adding a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. This should make the dough nice and smooth and keep it easy to work with. And a good pinch of salt for seasoning. And then for that unmistakable Domino's flavor, it's time to add my secret ingredient, Domino's dust. And what is Domino's dust? Well, I figured the only way to truly capture the authentic flavor of a Domino's pepperoni pizza was to add some. So here I've got an actual slice of authentic Domino's pepperoni pizza, which I'm going to dehydrate and grind into a powder. It's starting to stale, so it's already a little bit dry, but to speed up that process, I'm chopping it into small pieces and putting it in a low oven until it's cracker dry. Then I'm putting those pieces into a grinder and pulverizing them into dust. Whew, yep, that powder smells unmistakably like a Domino's pizza shop. It's kinda weird and I don't really know how much to add, so I'm going in with a generous couple of teaspoons. Then into the dry mix, I'm adding the water and yeast mixture and giving it a stir until it all comes together to form a shaggy dough. Once it's started to come together, I'm going to turn it out and start to knead it. I'm keeping this dough fairly dry because I want it to be easy to work with, but this is looking a bit too dry. So as I knead the dough, I'm sprinkling in a bit of extra water to help the dough come together. And once it's come together, I'm not going to knead it too much, just a little bit, and then it's going in the fridge overnight to rise nice and slow. Next, it's time to make pizza sauce. And Domino's aren't exactly known for having the best quality sauce. So to match that, I'm keeping things really basic. We're starting off with a generous squirt of tomato paste, to which we're adding a fair bit of sugar. Domino's sauce tends to be fairly sweet, so again, I'm kind of leaning into that. To make things nice and flavorful, I'm adding some dried oregano, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. And then to bring a little bit of tomatoey freshness, I'm mixing in some finely diced fresh tomato. And as soon as I start mixing that, you can see that it's way thicker than a good pizza sauce should be, so I'm loosening that up by adding a splash of extra virgin olive oil and some water. Mix that really well together, and that is a very simple but very tasty pizza sauce. Now my dough's had a chance to rise overnight, and it's time to roll it out, so I'm dusting my work surface with flour, and before rolling out, I'm also dusting the dough with flour. Whoops, it'd help if I took the lid off. There we go. And then I'm rolling that out nice and evenly and just big enough to get 3 Big Mac sized circles. These crumpet rings look like they're about the right size, so I'm using these to cut out the dough to make sure I get a nice perfect circle. But the thing about Big Mac buns is that the bottom 2 pieces of bun are flat, but the top bun has a flat bottom and a rounded top. So to try and replicate that, I've got a little disc of baking paper, which I've made into a rudimentary cone and balanced that in one of the crumpet rings. This should allow us to get a nice rounded top, just like a real Big Mac. Whoops. But before I put that in, I almost forgot. It wouldn't be a Big Mac without a sesame seed bun, so I'm giving one side of this pizza a bit of an egg wash and then sprinkling on a generous layer of sesame seeds. Then that goes into the mold sesame seed side down, and then because it's now quite concave, I'm giving it a little bit more egg wash, and I'm adding in some of the offcut dough to fill the gap. Then for each of my little pizzas, I'm spreading on a good amount of that pizza sauce and a generous amount of shredded cheese. Whoops, and that bark reminds me, every time I get the cheese out of the fridge, I need to pay the cheese tax. There you go, little buddy. Good boy. And then they're going into the oven until the dough is cooked through and the cheese is nicely melted. Now they're not going to take very long to bake, so I better quickly get on to organising the rest of my ingredients. First up, iceberg lettuce, not really a normal pizza ingredient, but what does go great on a pizza is basil. So I've got a small bunch of fresh basil leaves that I'm stacking and finely slicing just like shredded lettuce. And in place of pickles, I've got some nice sliced green olives. And then to bring the real pepperoni pizza flavour, for the patties, I'm stacking up some slices of spicy salami. I mean, it's essentially ground meat, so that technically makes it a burger, right? It's just instead of plain beef, this has a whole heap of super savoury, salty, spicy salami flavour. So I'm stacking these up until I've got 2 piles that are roughly the same size as Big Mac patties, and then I'm just going to lightly brown them off in a fry pan to give them a little bit of colour and to render out some of the fat to really bring out their flavour. And now to assemble. I'm starting off with one of our flat cheese pizzas, and onto that putting our spicy pepperoni patty. That's getting topped with some shredded basil and a few slices of those olives. And then on with the next pizza and repeating that process again. And then on with the final pizza with its nice rounded sesame seed top, or bottom, I guess, depending which way you look at it. And I think that's looking pretty good. When I first set out to make a pizza Big Mac, this is pretty much exactly the image I had in my head. Let's see if it holds up flavor-wise. Whew. Oh wow. There's definitely a bit of grease drip from the pepperoni, but bags of flavor. I mean, it tastes pretty much exactly like you think it would. Pepperoni, melted cheese, pizza sauce, basil and olives, all held together with a sesame seed bun, with a definite, unmistakable Domino's aftertaste, which I'm assuming must be from that Domino's dust. It's super interesting and quite tasty. Let's go in for a bit more. That is absolutely everything you want in a pizza, but it's a burger. Or it's everything you want in a burger, but it's a pizza? I'm not sure what it is, but it's delicious. If you've enjoyed this, hit subscribe for more. To check out another interesting burger, click this video here. And until next time, happy snacking.